going a little further into why exercise and stretch alone is insufficient when your body has begun to shift. So what is the most predominant shift that I see? That the pelvis here, when you're assessing, it's usually that the left one has shifted high and that it's usually shifted behind the right one, leaving people in a perpetual left rotation moment arm just at rest. So now you have this shift, right? That's the most common one that I see. What does that shift do? Well, in each person, it actually affects them differently. But again, the usual shift that I see is that the right has lost in, but also cannot turn out. And the left one has really lost the in and trouble bending upwards. So then what do they tell you to do? Do hip openers, okay? Stretch into hip openers. But this hip lost in, so now you're not even addressing the right mobility. Then you'll see like, oh, use a broomstick, turn in. Okay, I've stretched, I can turn in. I've done my hip flexor releases, I've done everything. So speaking from personal experience, I've released my QL, hip flexors, quads. I can stretch. I can go into a split, but I still have pain. I go work out. I do squats. I even watch my form. I make sure I lift weights. I do the exercises. I do the releases, and I do the stretches. I can do a split. What those things don't do is that, let's use this example. Here's my pulley. The lever arms are adductors, abductors, quads, hams, and then there's rotators, front and back, right? My pulley is shifted because inside the pelvis is where the hip inserts. If my pelvis is sitting like this and this, I can stretch, exercise, and release with a modicum of change that is temporary. But the reason why it will not stick is because structurally, I'm like this. So unless someone is able to mobilize me where my pulley can function where it should, then my lever arms can listen, come out of spasm, and allow to actually gain full flexibility and or full strength.